Yeah. Yo. What's going on? Hello. Good morning, everybody. How are you doing today? I'm doing quite well. I'm doing quite well. It is Sunday, August 3rd, 2023. Think I'm going to be doing this swim lesson alone, and that is just A-okay. I will turn it into a video later. Here we go. How are you guys doing? Welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto. I am David. I am here with you guys. We are going to be going over the Dixie. We're going to be going over a previous video of mine from 3 months ago. My FedNow video. Think I was pretty insightful in that, to be honest. I might have seen exactly what was coming, and I think it's happening right before our eyes. So, before we get into that, please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you are new. And hit that notification bell to be notified from whenever we create new content and when we go live. I'm also going to be going over a strategy by Casper SMC. I'm going to break it down and do a crypto, well, I'll just say Bitcoin. Maybe I'll look at a couple of altcoins to see how well it works with alts, but I'm going to really show Bitcoin on that one, mostly because Bitcoin is the least risky crypto asset to trade, because it has the biggest market cap and yada yada yada. Also, go ahead and join the Discord. Link is in the description. I'll go ahead and throw a link in the chat as well. Pin a link in the chat. Backwards man to backwards man. Come on over into the Discord. Get verified. What the heck? I didn't open you. Get verified. Well, I don't understand. How am I not automatically logged into chat? I wish this would go away. Go away. Go away. The things that happen when you're live, but there's 0 viewers, so it doesn't matter. Alright, now that I've got the chat, can I... Okay, you're just gonna... Okay. I'll just do this then. There we go. Let's go ahead and pin that. Alright, can I have a pinned message and a poll at the same time? I don't know. Alright, let's close this. Maybe we'll take a gander at Twitter later. But let's go ahead and get into FedNow. So I'm going to play some portions. Might listen all the way through. I've got it on 1.5 speed. I'm going to play this video of mine from 3 months ago, and we're going to juxtapose that with what's going on today and see how closely we are coming to it. And I love you. Let's watch.
Processes and improve the overall efficiency of the U.S. payment system. So what does that mean? That means that it's going to unlock liquidity. It's going to unlock capital. It's going to make money cheap. Why would it make money cheap? Well, because you're unlocking capital. Capital flow is going to be kind of insane because up until now, businesses, banks, they're only doing transactions during business hours, 5 days a week. That's it. You know this. You know this. At the end of the day, banks close. That's it. You go to the bank, you put cash in the ATM, you're not seeing that money until the next day. Even though it's cash money, you're not seeing it until the next day. They've got to actually make sure that the money is there. FedNow service, they already know it's there. It's digital payments. It's crypto. It's not crypto, but it's what crypto has been aiming for. So this is actually a direct response to crypto, to the crypto markets. But this is why the Fed has no problem with crypto, because they're like, hey, I mean, we got FedNow coming. What do we have to worry about crypto for? Crypto will be put off and be the community-driven currencies, if you will, of the internet. So that's basically what I think it is. And then maybe you have some banks, because FedNow will be interoperable, so you can have interoperability between blockchains and FedNow, and banks can decide to use blockchains and interoperate with FedNow. The dollar's not going anywhere, folks. I've been trying to tell you this. It may lose its value initially. It definitely.
Pause. All right. So I just gotta say, I do think that the dollar will go down over time, probably, unless we can somehow turn this ship around, but that's looking less and less likely to be even like remotely accomplishable. So yeah, I'll just stop there. Let's continue.
Only will lose its value initially, because what's going to happen, and I'll show you when I get into the charts, is we're going to see a melt up. I believe. I was having a conversation on Facebook with a friend about the Fed and the government, blah blah blah, and I got to tell you, I came to this. I was in the middle of typing a comment back to him, and I was talking about FedNow, and it just clicked in my head, and I was just like, wait a minute, if this is going to unlock so much capital, liquidity is going to be basically on hand almost, not entirely. FedNow will still have its limits, but it's going to open up a lot of capital, and assets are cheap, especially in the technology sector. Crypto is cheap. Blockchain technology is cheap, considering it's going to be used. You don't know which ones? I have a feeling Bitcoin's going to be one. I'm questioning Ethereum at this moment. But Ethereum could still. The problem with so when it comes to crypto, it's really difficult to see the future when you have a service like FedNow. I'm just being honest. It's difficult to see the future of crypto. Now, I believe in crypto, and I believe a lot of people believe in crypto, but it is still a speculative asset, and the cryptos that will see the most benefit, I believe, in my opinion, not financial advice, will be centralized crypto companies working with banks and other companies, but they'll be using decentralized public ledgers. Someone like a Ripple using the XRPL, which you.
So I'm just wanting you guys to like really and see how close we have gotten. So let's continue.
Uses XRP as its native token. You can even tokenize certain things. So maybe even stocks eventually become tokenized. What company is going to tokenize stocks? Is it going to be Ripple? Or is it going to be someone else? I don't know. I don't have the answers to that. It's all right now a big gamble. I do believe that after we see that initial melt up, we are going to get a massive crash. Massive crash.
Hopefully
but if you're in it right now,
hopefully we get that melt up. That's hopium. Okay? Recognize that. That's hopium. Let's go.
You have a chance. You have a chance at making life-changing money. Let's go ahead and get into the charts. Let's start with the Dixie.
Here we go.
So I have marked off. I have the Dixie, the Dow Jones, and and Bitcoin. Now, in all three, I have marked off July of 2023, which is the start of FedNow. Now, initially, on the release of FedNow, possibly even come up to here because we do have a vector candle here, but we could see this track up, either leading up to it and then come crash, or this could just meander along here. Big pop on FedNow whenever it gets released, because dollars will be, even though they'll be released, dollars will be in high demand immediately. But then those dollars will then flow into assets, and then we start to see the major crash. All right.
Pause. All right, here we go. So this is what I was talking about on that. We had this fair value gap. Was it on the monthly or weekly? That video is on the weekly, but is it? It's on the daily. So that's a daily fair value gap. Now if I go back to the video, I can see I have this on the weekly. So there's a weekly fair value gap here. I wonder, this is Capital.com. Is it going to be different between that and TVC? Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go to Capital.com. Wow, that's a little different, isn't it? Let's looking at this part. No, it's the same. Okay, that's weird. All right. So what I was saying is that on the release of FedNow, I gave two different scenarios. This video was, let's go ahead and just mark off the week that the video was. This week after we took out this low right here off of this downtrend. So we can go ahead and come back over here. Here's the downtrend. Took out that low. Is that right? No, that's not 3 months ago. Downtrend. Let's see. Why is this difficult? Did I just closed the video. You son of a gun. Let me go to my videos. FedNow. For the dollar. There we go. All right. Let's go back over here. All right. So crash, retrace, crash, retrace. Is this little spike on here too? Little spike? See, maybe that's the difference in Capcom. Let me go ahead and change that. Let's get that little spike too. What is the difference between these two? Is this Heikenasi candle? Looks like it's really bait. It was 3 months ago, so we can just count. We're in September. What's it? August, July, June, May. Probably somewhere in here. This is definitely that downturn right there. That downturn right there. Right there. And then, let's go back to here. So right there. And then I said we could meander along. I guess this is what my meandering along is. And then on the release of Fed now, we would see a move up. And here we go. Now, we zoom out. I mean, is it really that major? Dollar. Now, we zoom out. And then we start to see the major crash for the dollar. Now, we zoom out. I mean, is it really that major of a crash? We're coming down. This is where I would expect us, because this is almost like a fake out to the upside, fake support, retrace, pull down to where the liquidity lies, and then maybe come back and range around. Who knows? I don't know. Alright, let's go back. Let's go to the... Oh, that's why. When did I change this to the daily? Man, now it makes sense. Alright. Here we go. Alright, so this is the daily fair value gap. And this is, and if I go to the monthly chart, what I'm showing is this right here. We've got, you know, your resistance flipped to maybe support, but it doesn't look like it. Looks like we are getting some consolidation for that move up to push down. I don't know why I'm making these so long, but go up to the bottom of that one here in this area. All that. So, and we've taken care of this, it looks like. Alright, let's go ahead and go back to the video. I don't know the future of the Dixie, but this could be what we're looking at moving, at least in the recent. I meant to say
not so distant future. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for the Dixie. Let's go ahead and go to the Dow Jones. Let's back up a little bit, see where we're at here. So what we've already done with the Dow Jones is we've already had a breakout, and we've already come back and back tested it, and it has found support on top of that. Now this orange line here on this chart and on the, well, I don't have it, so this is 200 week support. Then this
All right,
goes. But once the capital starts flowing,
because
I see no.
of that drop in Fed now that I mentioned earlier in the video. Don't see a lot of people talking about this. It's all doom and gloom. We're going to go to Great Depression because this chart fractal looks exactly like the one in the 1920s, 30s. So obviously that is what's going to happen. But people seem to think that the Fed is either one, incredibly incompetent. Two, there's a massive conspiracy where this is exactly what they want. They want a crash. They want to send everything into a Great Depression because we all know that corporations would just absolutely love a Great Depression, right? Because they would make so little money and it would make them so happy for them to make little money. Fed now released the capital. Crypto's coming in, helping open up even more capital so that this money can be moved around and can be traded for different assets for cheap, and remittances from one country to another will be cheap, making traveling to a foreign nation and sending money back home a lot because of Fed Now and the unlocking of all the capital. And that is what it appears like we are seeing. And we see this major dip on the same week that we saw a dip in the stock market, or the week prior, probably, maybe. And to me, that could be what led to the stock market dropping so that they could take those dollars that they sold off this week to buy up assets. And they're buying it up as they're at their lows. So the Dixie can keep going up. The stock market can keep going sideways or just slowly consolidating to the upside while the Dixie continues to move upward. And then we get up into that daily fair value gap. And then hopefully that is all she wrote. That is when the dollar's demand diminishes because it would be coinciding with appreciation in assets because those dollars start going into assets, making the dollar supply less on demand